Hi everybody and welcome to Rejected Ideas. Seeing as this is the first episode in this series, I'd like to explain what it is before we begin the actual episode. You can always skip to the main discussion using the timecode here somewhere, or in the description below if you want to as well. Okay, so Rejected Ideas is basically what it says on the tin. In this series I shall be discussing ideas that I have rejected while also explaining why I rejected them. The subject discussed may also be one that was abandoned, such as the one in this episode, either mid-production or towards the end, or even videos that were uploaded that I deleted for various reasons. Some may be wondering why these videos are going to be shown as it is before you. Firstly, it's somewhat easy to animate and thus takes a shorter amount of time to edit, allowing me to work on other things quicker. But also, if I were to animate my explanation of a rejected idea using stop motion or whatnot, then what would be the point of making a rejected idea? I could just upload the video as another regular video, while also of course reworking the script into an actual film rather than an explanatory video. Alright, now that I have given a decent explanation, on with the show. Those who know me will know for a fact that I love, and I mean love, comic books. From Batman, to Kick-Ass, from Scott Pilgrim to Iron Man, from Sandman to Sin City, I love them. There was a point in my life that I would only buy comic books and no novels whatsoever, before I realised that I was being stupid. Books are amazing too. I'm currently reading the Five Nights at Freddy's book. I'll admit it, it's really good. Anyway, seeing as I love comic books, of course I love comic book movies. Hell, even those who don't read comic books enjoy the movies. Now I may sound a little cliché, but my favourite franchise is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this leads into the topic of my rejected idea today. Though Avengers Assemble didn't introduce S.H.I.E.L.D. to the MCU, it did bring forth the popular TV show known as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a year later. Now I admit that I didn't really like it when it started out in 2013. The way I saw it, it felt like it didn't really know where it was going with no clear main villain or goal. I mean, sure, they were going after the clairvoyant and trying to discover what Project Centipede was, but all the individual plots per episode seemed to take the focus. It wasn't until 2014 after the mid-season break when it started to get better. You see, 2014 also saw the release of one of my favourite MCU movies of them all, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which included the taking over of S.H.I.E.L.D. by Hydra. And seeing as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is part of the MCU, it meant that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now had a new enemy. Themselves. This brought about a better storyline and gained my interest once more. After a few episodes in, I was anticipating the next episode with excitement, and as I was watching the Season 1 finale, which guest starred Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, I looked up at my shelf of LEGO superheroes and saw my Nick Fury flying car set. A light bulb went off in my head. Knowing how popular Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was at the time, I decided to take advantage of that popularity and make a LEGO video. I wrote a script, and although it has been long deleted, I remember very vaguely how the story went. So Nick Fury calls a meeting for various agents. I still have no idea how I was going to create so many agents because at the time I only had Nick Fury's torso which had the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo. But whatever. Anyway, the meeting is about the rise of the Hydra infiltration and has hired me, as in me, my LEGO character, to create a presentation on how to tell who's Hydra and who's S.H.I.E.L.D. After introducing me, he tells me to roll the video that I have prepared to show the agents. The video consisted of 5 ways to tell Hydra agents from S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. The first one is actually somewhat logical. Observe habits of a suspicious character and alert a higher agent about their suspicious activity. After this and each one, Fury will elaborate a little and ask for questions. Now after this and every subsequent method of Hydra agent discovery, one specific agent will be a bit of an arse and ask really stupid questions. I can't remember precisely what he says for each one, especially not this one. Sorry. Like I said, vague memory of what happened. Anyway, Each one gets increasingly sillier and less logical, starting with the second method being whisper, "Hail Hydra," into a random agent's ear, and if they repeat the phrase back, then they can say, "Ha! Psych!" and arrest them. The last one was just simply stupid, which makes it humorous. Basically, if someone doesn't think that Black Widow is pretty, then they must be Hydra. At which point the questioning agent makes his first rational question. What if we like guys or are heterosexual women? Everybody looks at the agent, then back at Nick Fury and myself. We look at each other, pause, and then suggest Captain America? All the agents nod in approval. However, the questioning agent begins to ask another question, but another interrupts him, saying something like, "Man, he's asking too many questions. Like, not only questioning the director's logic, but also gathering information for..." A sudden wash of realization comes over the rest of the agents, and all look at the questioning agent. After a pause, they all leap at him, screaming, "He's Hydra! He's Hydra!" and beat him up. As the beating commences, Fury and I just watch, and Nick Fury then says, better add that to the list." The video then ends. Though the script was completed and I was extremely into the idea, I obviously didn't upload it, as those who are watching will know. The problem was, at the time I was working very hard on my Stop the Rock music video. Seriously, it took me like 3 months to make that. And therefore I couldn't start filming Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. during that time. Unfortunately, the music video took me a lot longer than anticipated to make, and by the time it was uploaded, it was time to make my Halloween video for that year, Trick or Groot. As you can see from my upload schedule of videos, the only video uploaded between the music video and the Halloween video was the third intro, of which took around 15 minutes to edit from the second one. The only difference between the two is that the text from the second intro is replaced with my logo at the time. Why didn't I work on it after the Halloween video then? Because at that time, I had been playing the Deadpool game, which had recently released on PC, and was loving it so much that I started getting ideas for a certain Christmas video. It was then that I started writing the script for A Deadpool Christmas, which, if you can tell by the length of the video, was a very long one, and also had me playing the Deadpool game to get all the inspiration that I needed. Sure, there were 3 videos uploaded onto my channel before the Christmas special, but there are explanations for those as well. Camouflage Practice was a very, very short video that was made while I was writing the script to keep you guys satisfied. The channel trailer was a simple compilation of videos that I made when YouTube introduced the feature, and finally Gandalf Arrives was a video that had been filmed a year prior but had need of editing, and the final Hobbit film was released the same week, so I thought it would be cool to do that. At the end of all that, I managed to finish A Deadpool Christmas and uploaded it to good ends, as it turned out to be one of my most popular videos at the time, and is also my favourite video on my channel. Now that my schedule had cleared up a bit, I was ready to start my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video. However, a new problem had arose. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s third season was already halfway through its duration, and as those who watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will know, Season 3 heavily focuses on the inhuman element of the series, and even though S.H.I.E.L.D. takes out the remnants of Hydra with the help of General Talbot towards the end of the season, from what I gathered of course, there is still not much Hydra activity throughout the season, save Gideon Malik leading a blue Kit Fisto worshipping Hydra members only cult. Hell, it was made blatantly clear that Coulson disbanded S.H.I.E.L.D. in the Hydra crisis and revamped it with agents of his own choosing, which was after the Grant Ward stuff, I'm pretty sure. With all that being established, it was now obvious that the Hydra plot was pretty much irrelevant, which means that so was my script. Although Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still as popular as ever, Ghost Rider is awesome! Oh, he's so cool. Including Hydra in my LEGO video would be a bit silly now that nobody's worrying about Hydra infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. So overall, the problem was that I left the script too long, and over that time it just became a remnant of the past and completely irrelevant. So what do you guys think? Would you like to see an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video? Of course it wouldn't be the video described, but with LEGO recently releasing a Ghost Rider minifigure, I don't know, maybe I could do something. Though I'd have to be sure to make the video while Season 4 is still airing. let me know in the comments below. And with that, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I am out.